Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Up next from Manhattan Theatre Club is Jonathan Spector's new play, Eureka Day, which is directed by Anna D. Shapiro, and we drop by the rehearsal room to meet the company.
Eureka Day is a play about a small, progressive, private elementary school in Berkeley, California, and the characters are the board of directors and the principal of the school, and they make all of their decisions by consensus because they believe in that as sort of the values they want to instill in the world. And this can sometimes lead to very long meetings where they have to hear everyone's point of view extensively, but it mostly works for them. And then there is an outbreak of mumps at the school, and they struggle to find consensus about how to move forward. It was a bit eerie when COVID came to it move. I mean, anytime, any play, at least for me, I think for most playwrights, it's sort of a series of obsessions, like private obsessions where you just get really fixated on some idea and kind of go. And so it was very strange to have suddenly the whole world obsessed with the thing that it felt like my private obsession for very long. But I also feel like it's a play I only could have written before COVID because I would never have had the sort of necessary distance. And also when it's something that everybody is talking about and thinking about all the time, then it's just too hard to have your own thoughts in space and ideas.
I think that it's a comedy of manners for this impossible moment. Yeah. I really do. I think these are people who, it's so easy to make fun of progressive people. It's so easy to make fun of right-wing people, which is just like shooting fish in a barrel, right? It's just not. These are people who are really authentically, genuinely trying to do the right thing, which I think, quite frankly, all of us on every side think we're trying to do the right thing. And I like watching that. I'd prefer to watch people stumble when they're trying to do the right thing than make fun of them because they're not trying to do the right thing.
This is a really terrific play, not an easy play. And those of us, the five of us in the cast, really are concerned that we can step up and be worthy of this play.
Okay, so when you first read Jonathan's play, what made you say, yes, I have to do this?
Very funny, but then I realized, this is not a sketch. It's not a satire either. It has deft satiric moments because he's a brilliant writer in that way. But it is not a satire. It is a story of human loss. It's a 5-person character study. People really care about each other and really drive each other crazy. And not a spoiler, but in the end, not everybody can continue on the same road.
Well, there's two things that I loved about this play. One is that the actual dialogue of the play is incredibly meticulously naturalistic. And I think actually Arthur Miller was a playwright who prided himself on writing exactly as people speak. And so I always find that to be an awesome accomplishment by a playwright. So there's the language, but also it's really about, it's about how deeply rooted these values are about, like, what is true, just literally what is true, and how you translate that to your family, whether you have children or whatever family you call your own, how religious, fundamentalist we are about that. And it really hit me. Yeah.
Initially, it was Anna Shapiro's name on it. When I read the information that came in from my reps, I was like, I had seen her Motherfucker with a Hat. I had seen August Osage County. And I was like, if Anna Shapiro likes this play, it's a good play. And then I read the play, and it's brilliant. So I'm thrilled to be working on it with her. Yeah. What I find so beautiful about the play is that, like, what we're arguing about in many ways is like an antiquated period piece. How quickly it became a period piece over the last, 6 years. But so beautiful in how they argue and trying to find community. We really need that right now. Like, people are not arguing with kindness and respect. They're not listening. They just need to be right and prove their point. And this group of people is really not like that. They are trying to find community and find a way forward together, which I find deeply admirable in this moment.
It's been honestly so, let's say, refreshing to come to a work like this and be so insightful, we delve deep so much into not just the script, but like every little moment of the script. I mean, I guess that's what it's like to put on theater, to rehearse theater. But the last time I spent a week sitting around with the cast as part of the rehearsal to just read the script and analyze it. I mean, that was decades ago. So in that respect, it's so cool to be treating the work with such respect.
When you do TV, you have like a table read, you get script changes, you block it, and you shoot it.
Yeah, and you're memorizing the scene just before you go on. You do the scene, and then it's on to the next one. And I'm sure there are much more professional actors that do what we're doing for everything, but I'm not one of them. But I don't know. It's just it's cool to be a part of not only such a high caliber script, such a high caliber cast and director. I feel like I'm being asked to like raise my game every day, which is a very exciting feeling.
Oh God, it is not to gush, but it is such a good play. It is so brilliantly written. It is the thing I love most about theater, when like the kind of theater that I am most attracted to, where it really lives in the questions, it really lives in the nuance. I think, no shade, but I do think there's a trend in theater now where things are very black and white, very satirized, and everybody in this play is a human being. Everybody has bad behavior, has blind spots. Yeah, and I really think that people will see humans and see themselves on stage, and yeah.
Well, speaking of humans,